Welcome to another big edition of Headbanging Zulu UK's Big Weather production. Well, bit of snow still around the freezing mark. Welcome to another big edition of What's Spinning with Greg Gage, Blackmore Rules. Hello, the legendary Scott Waters fan club. Well, Scott Waters is involved in the big thanks to layout and logo design, legendary King Scott Waters. Christian Rock's very own Conviction from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's just a 4-song EP deal. 3 of the songs I really like, the first 3. Try the next track. But the 5 albums, these are ones that he sent me in the mail recently, so I thought you'd like to hear them. I just listened to them all, so try the next one. There's a quick taste of that. Got 4 of the show within 15 minutes, so the last song was one I didn't care for. Well, maybe you'll like it, I don't know, but it just seemed like a different genre. I only want to rock! R-A-W-K. There's that. It's a taste of that. Followed by a new release. I can't remember if these are all brand new songs. It's 2019 from Rainforce. This one might be a Boone's Overstock deal. I'm not totally sure though. Of course I didn't research it, but this track's called Rock and Roll. That's right, that's rock and roll! Love the album cover. A few bands have done that, Headpins and so on, but using the amp as the album cover, but heck, if I had a band, I would do that. Just good, simple, good time rock and roll. Let's skip ahead a little bit in the song here. Get in more of the... Wish the fast forward was faster in this car, but... Okay, we've got the same deal, but let's get to the next track. Rocks Records. Wish the focus would be better on this camera, but... More Christian rock. Especially with me being on pretty well my deathbed the last month or two, it's kind of like, it's hard to be an atheist when you're in that position. Just like they say, people in foxholes, really it's hard to be an atheist there too. So, it's neat hearing words pro-God instead of anti-Christ. Next one, Stay Strong. They have an earlier release than this that I've heard and I like quite a bit. There's some footage of them on YouTube playing. That sounds good in the car here. Let's kind of get more to the middle, I hope. 4 minute plus song. I'll try the last song. Oh, I hope this song isn't mellow. 4 songs on this album as well. Can't remember if this song's all mellow or not. I've only heard these 2 once, except for the next one I'm playing I heard through twice. Yeah, that's a mellow song, so to me, no time for mellow. If anybody wants to get mellow, they can turn around and get the bleep out of here! Just like Ted Nugent says in Double Live Gonzo, one of the best lines in rock history. Just like Deep Purple Made in Japan, where they go, where Ian Gillan says in between songs, "Can we have everything louder than everything else?" Which, of course, is on the back of Motorhead t-shirts. I don't think they stole the line, but they used the line, and it's that's the Rainforest. It's a great, true comment. Okay, here's we're getting to the true metal, true heavy metal. Philadelphia. Now this album, I love the album Tell the Truth from Philadelphia. I think it was before this one, might be after, but I think it's before. And when this originally came out, I just didn't like it. I have no idea why, because wow, this thing really surprised me. I'm thinking, I hope I like one song on here. But this is pretty well solid all the way through. Maybe only track 2 is the one, because it's Bobby's song, which is, I don't know if it's the exact same song or a carryover from Tell the Truth, where they talk about Bobby in there too. It's more of a story song kind of thing, but they started with I should let you hear this. One at a time, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, they have the siren. This is the title track, Search and Destroy. Legendary Scott Waters, no, he wasn't involved in this. I said that before. Anyway. And if there's one thing that really stood out within a few seconds for me, because this car has a nice subwoofer, the bottom end on this album is really rich, really bassy. Like normally on any album I have the treble on 10. I like it bright. I want to hear the guitars. The bass I turn quite a bit down. But this has such a warm, deep bass that I kind of leave the bass heavier in there, because I rarely listen to albums like that. But I hope it doesn't distort the mic. Here we go. Here's a Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance style. Like right away I'm like, whoa, this is way better than I remembered it. Like I didn't remember any of the songs, so I'd never listened to them more than once. Here's Bobby's song though. It's it's still not bad. It just, like that rhythm part you gotta like. It's 4 minutes. So anyway, let's get to track 3. 5-minute song here, but it picks up. And there's more Christian rock, so I love the lyrics. Here's where it picks up. Well, there's too many songs but it picks up, and then this is Judgment Day. Let's pick it up! It's funny he talks about Bobby again, so but it's story time kind of lyrics, which is good. Like, tells a story. Another 4-minute song, but kind of want to get to the guitaring part. Okay, let's move to the next. God, listen, there we go. Absolute true heavy metal. Saxon, Saint, Pegasus from Australia, Thor. I even rewound that start earlier this morning because I liked it so much. So this album's really blowing me away, like, and this song, Fast Track, I think was my favorite song on the album. This reminded me more of a highway song. I don't know the lyrics in it, but that's just a classic metal sound. I gotta keep turning it down for copyright, sorry. Well, I've still gotta show two other albums, so way to go. But anyway, I think it's another Boone's Overstock deal. Now we get to the more hair metal, glam metal, whatever you want to call it, but kind of like Firehouse. This has a bit more keyboardy one than this. I'm playing this first showed album and the next album. The second one has less keyboardy parts, but the keyboards aren't wimpy, horrible keyboards, because this rock, the guitar tone in this is fantastic. LA band, LA, this is like 89, 90, 91 era. I can't tell what year, but it's brand new, remastered. This, to me, doesn't need remaster or the other shout, but I've just got to skip through these now. Here we go. I just wish I'd looked this cool. Gotta have the long rock and roll hair. Great booklet action. It was so good that I thought for sure the legendary King Scott Waters was involved in it, but and the singing by King Tamplin is second to none, as good as David Coverdale or anybody. An A-list level voice. This reminds me of Roxy Roller from Nick Gilder, who I just saw last year, but since I've only got a few minutes here left, I gotta skip. This has a really boomy drum sound, but not as bad as the splashy Def Leppard Scorpions did in the 80s, where it got just too splashy for me. Like, why couldn't have I looked like this instead of having to wear a thing like this to improve my looks? Well, I'm gonna have to show the next one in the next episode. This deserves its time in the action. So anyway, that's what I've been playing. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, Solar Traffic. Keep lifting right, Cody!